Welcome back to another video. In today's December Bullet Madness, we're going to look at more copper bullets. We're going to be looking at the Hornady GMX versus the Barnes TTSX. So we're going to pull out the reloading book and see how these two bullets compare. And we'll talk about their strengths and weaknesses. So remember to comment below which one you think should move on. Alright, so we're going to start with the Hornady GMX in 300 Winchester Magnum, so 30 caliber, this 180 grain GMX, and it is an all copper bullet, a lot like the TTSX, so they're basically very similar. The performance with these is really awesome up close. You have a really tough bullet, it penetrates extremely well, and up close it has pretty good expansion. And let me show you an example of how these bullets do expanding. This here is a 180 grain TTSX. Now the GMX is going to perform almost identical to it. And so when shooting something up close, the bullets will penetrate extremely well, and they will also expand, as you can see here with the petals. So it's a pretty darn good bullet for up close hunting. It does have the plastic tip to help open it up, so it doesn't just go right through the animal. But yeah, that's the GMX. Let's talk a little bit about BC. This one in the 180 grain is 0.485, and I did look in the Barnes reloading book for the 180 grain TTSX, and it's 0.484. So these basically will have identical BC. It's not the highest BC, but you know, it's still decent. All right, let's look at the Barnes TTSX. Now this is the 130 grain. I ran out of my other size bullets, but yeah, these bullets, just as the GMX, perform extremely well with penetration, expanding up close range. Now I want to talk about one weakness for both of these all copper bullets. If you're hunting game past, say, 400 or so yards, these bullets will not expand very well. As you can see here in this picture, this is what it could look like. So obviously the bullet's still going to penetrate extremely well, but the problem is it won't expand like it should. So if you're planning to do some real long distance hunting, not that I would advise that, I would say this bullet's not the ideal bullet for that. Comparing this to the GMX, now this is going to depend on each person's rifle, but overall from what I've heard from people is that the TTSX shoots a little bit better accuracy wise, but again, that's going to really depend on your rifle. It's time to talk about availability. So far right now I would say TTSX is a little bit more available. Both are hard to come by, but at least in my area. Now I do live pretty close to the Barnes headquarters, so that definitely could be a reason why I see a lot more Barnes than Hornady GMX. But availability-wise, for me, the TTSX wins in that department. So, which one do you want to see move on? Do you want to see the GMX move on or the TTSX? Please let me know below in the comment section.